Alright, so in today's lab, we will go for some technical views like use logs to help you track down an issue in Windows. In this lab, you will use logs to help you troubleshoot and track down an issue. It's crucial that maybe you are an IT specialist and you have to know how to troubleshoot and follow the cookie crumbs. There are 5 different issues that you will need to resolve using the skills you have learned so far in this course. Again, you will experience a delay as the labs initially load. So please wait a couple of minutes for the labs to load. So what you will do? Here are the concepts you need to be familiar with before taking this lab. One is updating software that's out of date. Second one is finding the deleting files. Third one, modifying file permissions. Fourth one, finding and terminating specific process. Your computer is having in a scenario like some issues and you can't seem to figure out what's wrong. Dig through the logs to figure out how to fix this issue. You will use log to identify issues in a Windows virtual machine, which you will then fix using the knowledge you have gained from the other lab that you have completed. So starting the lab, you will need to start the lab before you can access the materials in the virtual machine or OS using the external IP address, username and password. So first of all, viewing logs on Windows. To view logs on Windows, you should use the Event Viewer application. To open Event Viewer, open the Start menu and search for Event Viewer. The application icon should look like the I am showing you how it's look like. Click it to open the application. So first of all, go to the Start menu, searching for the Event Viewer. Okay, this is the Start menu, and now we have to type Event Viewer. Okay, there it is. So run as administrator. As I have already said that this is a virtual background, that's why you have to run the software as an administrator to give all the control of your virtual machine for a certain time. So this is Google Cloud SDK cell, and I was just supposed to just seeking whether the connection is good or not. That's why I was pinging before the lab. So okay, everything is fine. So we can go to the event viewer. Just close this window. Okay, so this is our event viewer. It's look like this icon, a log book. To view events that have occurred on your computer, select the appropriate source, log or custom. So this is how the event viewer looks like, a logbook. Once open, it should look like this. Feel free to resize the window at any time to make the text easier to read. Next, click on the Windows log folder in the far left column. Then select application to view the application log where the logs for this lab are located. So second, we have to go to the left corner, that is the Windows log. Okay, then there are some application whose type is administrative. That's why we have to run as a event viewer in administrative mode. So click on it. Okay, this is how it's look like. Okay, you can resize your window at any time. Okay, so these are the logs. So here are some columns like label, date and time, source, event ID, and task. Okay. So these are the event date and time, and it's always after opening your application or after opening your virtual machines on desktop, where whatever you are using, so the log will detect all the time, date, and source file after getting restart your machine. So these are the information you are getting from a logbook. And where we have gone, so first go to the event viewer, next Windows log, and then application. You can go through the security setup, system, and forwarded events as well. So these are another type of application, another type of another types of logs, category of logs, which the Windows logs actually contain. Now scroll through the logs to find the 5 logs that you need to fix for the lab. This would have a time that's close to when you started the lab, and the source field should be quick lab. To view details of a log entry, click on it in event viewer, and a message window will open at the bottom of the event viewer window. We will walk through one of these logs, then the other 4 will be up to you. You are on your own, but you have got this. Okay, so find and click on the log with QuickLab as the source and event ID is 5. So just go with the application. Okay, I'm searching for some warning. Okay, so there are 4 warnings here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now details. This space is super low, fix it. Okay. So the others warning are, I think it will be also same. No, process totally not malicious.exe is malicious. Terminate the process immediately. Okay. So just a quick check that whether there are some more warning. Okay, there is some warning error as well. Okay. Warning. Again some error. Some warning. Warning again. So this log is warning you about a large file that's taking up disk space, but it doesn't specify the file name. On Windows, you can find large files using the File Explorer. Open it and navigate to your C directory. That is a C drive. Then click the search bar at the top right. A search option tab should appear. Click on it to view the different ways you can configure your search. You are only interested in file size at the moment, so click the size drop down and choose gigantic to start a search for file over 128 MB. So first of all, we have to go to the C directory or C drive. Then click on the search bar at the top right. A search option tab should appear. Click on it to view the different ways you can configure your search. So just we will minimize it, this window. Then we will go for our C directory. So here is our all desktop, this PC. So this is our C directory. There is a search option. Okay. Advanced option. Okay. Manage. No. Size. That's okay. So starting from the gigantic, that one is more than 120 KB. So your searching might be slow because the index is not running. Click to turn on the index. It's okay. We will wait for it until it's search all the gigantic file. We are just searching for the gigantic file or searching for some files which are actually overloaded to the memory, because that was the warning there that some space are not accessed or accomplished by others others program, so that the program was not able to running, and we'll fix that. We have to fix that warning or error somehow. So okay, these are some programs. Those are size 742 MB, 9.3 GB, 198 MB, and 193 MB. So as I already have said that you are only interested in file size at the moment, so that we have click the size drop down and choose the gigantic to start a search for files over 120 MB. The search can take some time and multiple files may appear in your search, but we are only interested in the largest, which is almost 10 GB. That is the 9.38 GB. Now that you know which file is causing the low memory error, you can delete it by right clicking the file in the search results and selecting delete. You will need to provide admin privilege to delete it. When the pop-up appears, click continue, and that's how it will work. So this is our file ultra mega large, and just to know how it works, the file name, it's not necessary that the file name always would be ultra mega large or something like that. We have already named it or renamed it as ultra mega large just to understand clearly in this lab, but you have to always go for the size, not for the name. So here 9.38 GB, we are going to delete it. Just click on the delete option. Now you will need to provide an administrative permission to delete this file, as I have already told you. So just don't skip it or cancel it, rather than you have to continue. Okay, do you want to permanently delete? Yes, I want to. Just so now go to the search option again, size, just to confirm whether the file has deleted or not. Okay, just refresh it. Sometimes it's happier or sometimes it's response slowly because the connectivity is not all the time same or smooth in this way. So obviously it will take some time. Just wait, and yeah, there is no file whose name is ultra mega file or 9.3 GB. So we have already done. That's how you can fix this kind of problem. I don't think that now the event manager is showing the same error or same warning for this. So what we have to do, just same Windows application and okay. So just recheck whether this same application is showing the same warning or not. Files over a certain size don't fit in the Windows or recycle bin and can only be permanently deleted. After clicking continue, we will see that message indicating that the file is too large to recycle. Please yes to delete permanently. We have already done it. The file will delete fixing the log issue. Note that the log will still remain in Event Viewer because the logs are not deleted when the issues that cause them are removed. The remain log entry, the rest of the log evolve issues that you have already successfully fixed in earlier labs in this course. Refer back to those lessons and labs to refresh yourself on the required step. If you are stuck updating software that's out of date, finding the deleting files, modifying file permissions, finding the terminating specific process. If you would like to check your steps along the way, refer to your score in this top right lab. Click the score and run each step to check individually as you go. Okay, so already we have done one thing. Now we have to go to the updating software that out of date. It was so that was for today's lab. So thank you.